Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest. Last time we got the magic mirror back from the dragon. Can't use it for anything, unfortunately. But we've gotten past the dragon's chained up in it. It gave up. It'll be fine, we'll never see it again, and everything will be good. Right? Right. We'll just go through here. Alright, pull our bow.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
So I can shoot the dragon and kill it. I can shoot the bell to distract it. Or I can shoot the wheel to free it. And I'm a nice guy. I want to free the dragon. Look at that dragon. See, it's not just a hideous beast. Gunslinger style. Oh, and look! This whole thing's been playing on the magic mirror.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed
It didn't just keep your family safe, it was a dating service, man. It's how you and your son got married.
King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness.
Yep.
On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
Shockingly,
You have
when you
such a bizarre way
starve
of making
a
friends,
creature
Grandpa.
and stick it in a cage,
I guess
it
I do
eats
too.
whatever comes at
I'm
it.
known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home, but only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Alright.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
King's Quest 3 references. I know that portrait. I know that one too. It's cover art for different King's Quest games. I believe the one by the door is Peril of Rosella, but I could be wrong. Despite it being one of my favorite King's Quest games, I don't remember the cover art. You are so intimidating.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
So I'm guessing that
yes, the
she must be
legendary beast that he
Alexander's
set free.
daughter.
I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or he
Hence why it would
doesn't
take
care.
her so
He
long to
loves
get there.
telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left.
I feel like you're
Look,
lying
we're all
about
excited that your family
something.
made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
Haha!
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Alright. And sneak back into Grandpa's room. Because we actually have gameplay to get to.
Come in, Gwendolyn.
We're
You can set those
7.5 minutes in. It's a lot of medicines.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues. Like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
And here we go. A deft maneuver, a quick-witted distraction, or an act of kindness even in victory. Now, as mentioned before, every puzzle you'll come across will have 3 solution types. It will have the sort of the direct path, warrior style, the quick-witted distraction, which is the intellectual get around it, or the act of kindness, which is the I'm going to be nice to everyone. Like the original King's Quest games usually had multiple ways to solve a problem. They, but usually the direct way or the kind way, and then oftentimes it was just that way by default. This actually, to my opinion, harkens more to a Hero's Quest / Quest for Glory. But I'm going to go with kindness.
Treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Alright. And now for the actual game.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
We are so graceful. I like how our mount's just like, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. Par for the course. Ow. Okay, we've broken our back. And our neck. Oh! And our spine. All of our spinal cord. And I don't know how we've had kids after this. Doop. And there goes our leg. Oh, all of our flesh. Oh, our coccyx. Our tibia. Alright, so we now have 2 metacarpals that aren't broken. That's about it.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Alright. Let's look at this
Daventry
sign.
was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Alright, let's hit this way though. Just out of curiosity. Hi there.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
AKA, you can't go that direction.
After all that graceful repelling, I was certainly not headed back that way.
Fine. We'll go to Daventry and progress the story. Can't go off-roading here. Oh, look. It's a parade. Look at our fellow competitors. That man has a chest. That man also has a chest. I mean, he has a chest. It's just not the most prominent feature.
Hey, over here!
No.
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
Well, first, let's see if we can use this horn.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Well, darn. Whoop. Hey, wait, you got... Aw, man. I don't know if you saw, but there were people who just ran across there. Do. Butterfly! Alright, we're gonna take a back way through the woods.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
Ooh. Look at that. Like, completely unnecessary detail. By the way, we'll never be back to that little waterfall, but it's a nice look. I'm glad they put it in. And a bunny. Everyone loves a bunny. Going up. Here we go. I must say, like, the art style is very cartoony, but that doesn't mean they didn't put a lot of effort into some really beautiful landscapes, which I always appreciate. And the music, while it's never really a standout, is just so good at fitting. Hey, there's a toolbox in that tree. Like, art direction and music direction, both very well done. What happens if we just
I
slam
wondered
into this tree?
what those birds needed a toolbox for.
No! Why does that hammer float?
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Alright, so now that we've got a hatchet, let's go ahead and hop across these rocks. Bloop. No, let's go that way. There's a wheel over here.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Something's happened to it. What's down this way?
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a ow or a oh? Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey, I knew you weren't from around here.
Stealing stuff out of my
best
cake.
get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm good.
Nope.
Alright, so, now we get to actually start the game proper.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and nabs it.
So yes, we'll pick up there, and we will find a wheel for this guy next time. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching.
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not. Enjoy your broken wheel.
And, yeah, we will get this wheel in a couple days. Meow.